Chapter 20 of Puss in Boots, Jr. in Fairyland. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by SarahC. Puss in Boots, Jr. in Fairyland by David Cory. The Golden Apples. Now in the story before this, I left little Puss, Jr., knocking upon the gate of a stately castle. Well, after he had knocked 3 times, it was opened, and the porter said, "What do you wish, Sir Cat?" For when he saw the golden feather in our little traveler's cap, he thought Puss was of royal blood. "I'm seeking adventure," replied Puss, Jr. "Is the lord of this castle within?" "He is indeed," replied the porter, "but at the moment he is much disturbed." And then, all of a sudden, the Lord himself appeared. "Another of my golden apples has been stolen," he cried, and then he looked at Puss. "Well, I'm glad I have only just arrived," said Puss with a grin. "Otherwise you might think I was the thief." "No, indeed," said the Lord of the castle. "I should never think that. But come with me to my orchard, and I will show you my wonderful golden apples." "I once saw a tree that bore silver fruit," said Puss. "Do you remember the tree that grew in the yard of little Two-Eyes?" But the Lord of the castle was too intent upon counting the golden apples upon his trees to reply. So Puss didn't repeat his question, but walked under one of the trees, and would you believe it? An apple on a low-hanging bough fell off and stuck on the golden feather in Puss Jr.'s cap. And when the Lord of the castle saw this, he was so surprised that he didn't know what to do. And then Puss said to him, "My lord, let me watch in your orchard tonight, and maybe I will find who it is that steals your golden fruit." So when evening came, Puss seated himself in a dark corner and waited, and by, when the moon was full and the sky bright with stars, he heard a flutter of wings, and a beautiful silver-feathered bird flew into a tree and plucked off a golden apple. "Stop, stop!" cried Puss, and he waved the golden feather which he had taken from his cap. And when the silver bird saw that golden feather, which shone like a flame, it was so dazzling she dropped the golden apple. And then she sank to the ground, for her wings would not carry her farther. "Do not kill me, Sir Cat!" she cried. "Your golden feather burns like fire. I will promise to steal no more apples." "Will you bring back the one you stole last night?" asked Puss. And the bird replied, "Surely I will, if you take away your golden feather, for it blinds my eyes." So Puss hid his feather under his coat, and pretty soon the silver bird flew away, and by she returned, bringing in her beak the stolen apple. And in the next story you shall hear what the Lord of the castle did for Puss. End of chapter 20. Recording by SarahC.